Hello there, this is Nate. Today we're playing Reason to Die Awakening 1.4.6. So anyway, this is a pretty huge update, probably the biggest update I've ever seen in Reason to Die. And there is a lot of stuff to talk about. The first thing I'm going to mention is the M1 Garand. I'm going to do a video on it later, because I don't have enough money yet, and I've been doing mostly the event stuff. But then it seems to be kind of like a more extensive Dragunov that isn't as good so far, but it has more damage, so it can one-hit kill normal zombies and AI zombies that haven't been upgraded. Yeah, so far that's, and also the Winchester's also pretty similar to it, but a better version of it. So that shoots slower, of course, but yeah, so that's something to think about. I'll make another video on this when I get it, and then I'll do a full review. There's a new secondary, Grappling Hook, that I'm gonna come back to all this stuff after I do this intro sort of thing. So anyway, this is the Grappling Hook. It costs 2,500 tickets, and I'm pretty sure it might be similar to the Karambit, but we'll get back to it. The slot pack, I don't know what it does, but it's expensive. Feather boots, they seem pretty good. Clips 1. Oh yeah, that's right, it's an armor. Got health coin, snorkel, dice, carrot, balloon, cash, and that's it for items. You have the bunny crate. I don't think that's new. No, it is not. We have two new mounts. The bunny mount, which seems to be a slightly better, actually a moderately better ice rhino, and the grill, which seems to be pretty similar to the M2 tripod, except it heals you instead of being a gun. And also there are two new boss fights. So there's the Captain Crab boss fight, and there is the Jack Splot boss fight. This is the quest for the Jack Splot boss fight, and it sort of takes place in a castle type, casino type place. Now a lot of the stuff is optional, it looks like this section is optional, and also you don't have to go over here. I don't even know if you can go over here, but there's a lot of loot here if you can figure it out. I don't think it's possible, but I don't know, maybe it is. But you can get this stuff here, I'm sure of that. So anyway, this is the Dice Lord boss fight. It's not a boss fight, it's a mini boss. Sort of like the, whatever it is, a penguin or something. But yeah, oh yeah, it was a penguin. But anyway, there's a ton of these little minions, the dice and the aces. And oh yeah, this part here, this is only real thing that I don't really like about the campaign. Some of these green blocks despawn, and then you have to jump and crouch, and then it's pretty finicky to get in. It's not a big problem, it's not hard to do. You'll get in a few tries, but it's kind of annoying. It's hard to get in sometimes, but it's really not a problem. It only slows you down a little bit. Also, there's the dice bombs. They fling you super high. It's not really too much of a problem. Oh yeah, you can also do the boss battle from over here. Again, these things aren't really big problems because the minions do come over here, and then But yeah, this is the mini boss and the Jack Splot quest. This is the Jack Splot boss fight. So as you can see, the dude is sort of similar to oh, that doesn't look like it's supposed to happen. But anyway, here he is. Now he does resemble a slot machine. Pretty sure that's what it is. But anyway, my loadout here is the Bandolier, M249 and mini Uzis, and the jetpack. And I also have the whatever it is, the duck mount. Now this boss fight is fun. It's also very loud. I don't know if you guys can even hear me talking. I'll find out in whatever post, I guess. But if you want to bring less armor, you could probably get away with it. I usually bring just the tactical 1 vest, but I thought I would try to ramp it up a little bit. Also, the bandolier does give extra ammo to the M249 now. It gives 2 extra magazines. So anyway, this boss fight is kind of laggy, not nearly as laggy as the other boss fight that was in this update. That's right, there are 2 boss fights. But this boss fight's a lot of fun. Even though the guy has a lot of health, he has like... I used to criticize a lot of the boss fights for having like 500, 600,000 health. But then here I'm more okay with it because I don't know, it's still, you can't beat this in like a server that doesn't have a bunch of M249s and stuff in it. I think this server's like 25 plus or something. And yeah, I think this might be disconnected or, no, I can still jump. Okay, it seems to be just really laggy. It's gonna spawn my mount if I can. I cannot. Anyway, yeah, the boss fights are pretty laggy, so that's pretty normal. It would be great if they found a way to fix it, but then there's just so much going on in these boss fights. I guess one obvious way is... What's going on? Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh gosh, this is not good. Oh gosh. So as you can see, the lag is a big problem with these boss fights. If they made the boss fights like aimed at servers of 15 people, then it would be like, or 10 people, it would be a lot better. That would fix like a lot of the lag problems, but then it would also be, I don't know, it's just, I think that the next boss fights should be aimed at servers of like 15 people. Most of the lag problems happen from people shooting all the time and stuff. Another way you can reduce lag is not bringing explosions, like the guy in the chat said a second ago. But this boss fight is a lot of fun when it does work. Yeah, that's part of the boss fight. There are a ton of minions, so if you bring a lot of like armor and stuff like I did, then you can make the money back if you shoot enough dudes, which isn't too hard to do. Here's Wipeout 3, another super laggy boss fight. This one isn't as fun as the other one, but it is a lot easier. And there are a few new elements of the game that I'd like to show you guys. So anyway, this is boot camp. You don't have to bring armor here. If you want to, go ahead. This is yeah, in boot camp, the boss fight it's actually like directly after the quest. Like there's no intermission. So if you survive the quest, then you survive the boot camp, and I assume that's why you have 3 lives here. And the 3 live system, I really like it for quests. Makes it a lot better. I don't know, are the jet skis spawning? Because there is a bug where the jet skis don't spawn. And then, yeah, so these guys will respawn, like right over there. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, it appears that the jet skis are not spawning. That happened last round too, it's kind of annoying, but anyway, the quest, I haven't really done the whole quest. I usually just go to this island and then hang out there. Then the boss fight, when you get to the final island, you teleport there if you don't actually do the quest, which is good, because if you didn't teleport there, then it would be pretty hard to beat the boss. But the boss is pretty easy to beat, or especially in like a server like this. You pretty much just have to sit on the sandcastle and then shoot him from there. Then when he dies, he drops the grill, which is a mount that heals you, and it can heal the people around you too, sort of like the American flag melee. So yeah, I like the boss. There's also these Woda, I think, just like a sort of just sound similar to a water. Like those dudes, they don't really do anything. They don't do very much. If you shoot them, you'll get $10, like if you kill them, which is cool. But they don't really. They can like spray you if they get close, but usually they die before they can do anything. I wouldn't recommend bringing armor, even though there's the boss fight, because it isn't too hard to survive. So yeah, that's the boot camp this summer. This is the rabbit race, and if you go on the grass, you go slower than if you go on the trail. There are these obstacles here, and there's some tickets on the sides if you want to get those, but you do slow down if you get the tickets. I think I'm in like last or something. But there are also some like sometimes it's like it's good to go in third person. I'll try to go in first person a little bit, like this is what first person looks like. You can't really see very much. Like I almost hit that bear trap. There we go. These green boxes spawn. Let's see if I can get one. Then you get, it's pretty much like Mario Kart. And then you just click to use it, and then it drops, in that case, honey. You can also get like the carrot stick, you know, that thing that makes your pigs run faster in Minecraft, or it makes you able to ride pigs and direct them around. It's a speed boost. You can also get an egg and a bear trap, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what we get this time. Another glue. So if you step on a bear trap, you lose a life, and you have 3 lives. And I assume that you'd lose another life if you run into the tree here. Nope, you just slow down. So there's a bear trap. And there is a hole up here somewhere that I'll show you guys when we get to it. Yeah, here's the hole, and if you go in the hole, you'll die. I won't actually, sure, I'll show you guys. See, look at that. You just die, and then can't do anything else. That's also what happens if you run out of lives. You just die. So yeah, that's the race. It's kind of fun. I've heard that if you get top 3, you get the bunny crate, that's a pretty good prize. Because the bunny crate costs 450 Robux. That's pretty good. You know, I don't know what they look like, and I'm kind of saving up for the grappling gun, but we can take a look. Let's take a look at some of the items that are in this update. So there are quite a few items. We have basically this whole row of items. So we have the health coin, which we're gonna equip this. Dice, we're gonna equip that, and you know, I don't really, this one it's pretty much just another version of like these, or not the raspberry slush, but the blueberry slush. Wherever that is, I'm sure I have a few. Or, you know, the candy canes and stuff. So yeah. We've all seen it before. It's, yeah, the same as this. This is one that that's kind of new. And the water balloon, it's like, sort of like the pie, except, wherever the pie is. It's sort of like the pie, except it leaves like a puddle, and then if you step on the puddle, it'll trip you, and I'll equip one of these too. This doesn't look, I don't know, it seems pretty good. We're gonna check it out. It's a very expensive episode. So anyway, it's like a casino, or not a casino, a slot machine on your back. The armor, it costs like 300 tickets, which is like crazy, but I got some from a boss fight. I think you need like 20 kills or something, and then it'll do something, which is kind of neat, I guess. We're gonna grab some stuff here. If there are any zombies here, that would be great. And I do not want to get one shot by a brute, because I'm sure that I can. Alright, so far it hasn't done anything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, let's use a grenade. Whoa, what? That's not supposed to happen. Let's use my health coin. So as you can see, the stuff is it's not very good for like a normal game. And now, believe it or not, I'll use another slot pack armor. This is 600 tickets worth of stuff, not to mention all this other stuff. I'm gonna unequip the coin because I already showed it off. I'll buy another stack of cash because I didn't use that yet, and I guess we'll get a balloon. This is very expensive. Anyway, grill mount, it doesn't look like it's going to be too good. It seems alright. It'll probably be good for some boss fights in the future, but I don't see it being more useful than like the pumpkin mount or the rabbit mount or the duck mount, obviously. but I can see it being more helpful than the M2 tripod. Okay. So the health coin, it seems to be just, will either heal you or hurt you, and it's no in between. And that makes it pretty... What does this do? Hey, there we go. It turned this guy into a rich guy. Oh, and you get double cash for killing him, apparently. Or 16. What was that? Is that the jackpot thing? Okay, I think it might carry over. Looks like it carries over like through different rounds, so that's kind of when you sprint you can see it. That's fine, but somewhat annoying. Hey, we got some vitamins. I'm gonna throw the dice down here. Over there, I guess. Huh. Oh, it was an explosion. So the dice can do like a bunch of stuff. It can heal you. It can explode. It can... I think it can give you some sort of like cash or something. It can do a lot of stuff. Let's check out the balloon. So now if I touch this, I should trip. Yep. And this one, I don't like this item. But mostly just because you can use it in game modes where you shouldn't be able to use it, like quest and boss fights, which makes it very annoying because people troll with it, and it's just not ideal, you know. Let's see if I can get the slot machine to do anything else, and I'll go and talk about the bunny bound a bit more, and yeah, that'll be good. And the other stuff. Oh, we got health from it. That's cool. I'm pretty sure that it's either the dice or the slot machine. What is this? Is that more money or something? Did it give me money? I don't know what it said. It seems pretty fun to use, I guess. All right, let's talk about this. All right, I'm gonna actually buy one of these and equip it, because this gives you 125 HP and 1 clip. So it looks like probably the best armor of this update, and one of the best event armors actually. It seems to be on par with the the Yeti helmet. Probably a bit better, honestly. Probably a lot better. Pretty on par with the cape. Yeah, this is probably one of the best. So anyway, we're going to talk about the bunny mount and the grill now. So the grill mount, yeah, it just heals you and your friends. It does 20 HP 5 times, I believe. So it seems to be alright. I don't think it'll be, it's better than the jet ski mount, probably better than mini crab, probably more practical than the toy plane, but then the toy plane can beat it in quite a few areas, and even though it heals you and that's good, it seems to be just not very practical for Reason to Die compared to the other mounts anyway. And the bunny mount, this one's actually pretty good. 100 jump height. If we look at the ice rhino, it has 62 jump height and 20 speed, and this has 1 less speed and 40 more jump height. So you can like jump onto these buildings, I'm sure, and it seems to be pretty good. Alright, let's try out the, whatever these things are, the shoes. Holy. So these, they make you jump super high. Let's see if it stacks with the... But like, look at that. When you sprint and jump, it's only effective when you sprint and jump. And you do take fall damage with them, but it's reduced fall damage. They give you a ton of health. They are expensive. But what if I press like shift? Does that make it? No, it doesn't. So yeah, these seem very good. I can see these being used a lot. Wait, how much stamina does that take? Seems like a normal, around the amount of a normal sprint jump. So this could be really good in like obbies, or not obbies, but you know, quests and stuff, which I guess do have obbies in them. But, like, look at that. That's really good. In terms of event armor, this seems to be, yeah, maybe even the best event armor we've ever had. It even gives you an extra clip. You do not. Yeah, but these seem to be, they look like they're going to be useful in pretty much any game mode. Maybe not like free-for-all or PvP, but I can see them, but they still have a lot of health and stuff, so they can still, they're still like good in PvP and stuff like that. I don't see the jump ability being very useful in PvP though. This is the Grappling Hook. I don't have it, but we're looking at the Wikia page for it. So, as you can see, it's pretty expensive and very hard to get because you have to beat the Jackspot boss, which is a very hard boss. So, it has a firing arc, so if you can imagine the toy bow's firing arc, it's probably somewhat similar to that, except a bigger arc. And there's a lot of people saying that it's broken and it just flings you, and it doesn't give you fall damage immunity, and this guy has a pretty long rant about it. I'll leave the screen here for a little bit if you want to read that, if you want to pause the video or anything. Then it seems to be pretty non-functional right now, but the idea is you shoot a wall and then it pulls you to the wall where you shot it. And the firing arc, it is a con, but it's also a pro at the same time, because then you can shoot it onto roofs and stuff. But it doesn't seem to be very helpful right now. And also, the Karambit, it does exist, which is, you know, it's like pretty much the same benefits as this, except you have to actually go to the wall, and you also get a melee weapon. I don't know, hopefully they fix it and make it more useful, maybe even give it more ammo or something. The ammo probably doesn't, like, the thing, 1 in 3 ammo, like, if you're going to use it consistently as part of your loadout, you're going to eat up quite a bit of ammo with that. Like, I usually use the mini Uzis as my secondary weapon, and I usually only use them when my primary is out of ammo. And then if you're using this to, like, get away when your primary is out of ammo, then you're probably going to be using it quite a bit. And also, if it's as unreliable as these people think it is, or say it is, then yeah, it's going to be pretty hard to use. But if they fix it, then it'll probably be pretty good. It does have a pretty long range, 123. You can, if that's accurate, then you can go, then this thing could be very strong if used in the right way. I don't think it'll be worth it to use this over other secondary weapons, especially when you have like mounts, like the bunny mount and the duck mount, that can get you to places pretty much more effectively than this, or as effectively as this, while not taking up your secondary slot. So yeah, that's the Grappling Hook. I think that pretty much wraps up this whole update. So thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you like stuff like this, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.